The last episode was all doom and gloom, and I said we'd be lucky if we got a playoff place. Well, with 4 games left this season, we're well in the title race and have a massive chance of promotion to the Football League. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 31 of my Maidstone United save and the most unlikeliest of title challenges. Before we get going, I'd just like to say it's pissing down with rain outside. The wind's blowing through the chimney where I record in the front room. The wind's coming through the chimney. So if you do hear any sort of disturbance on the microphone, because I haven't got the best microphone, then I can only apologise in advance. Also, if you're watching this, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded, and tell all your friends, comment below, and help me build the channel. But I'm quite excited actually in today's episode. The last episode was all doom and gloom. We were throwing it all away. We were on a bad run. We were out of the playoffs. It was basically just depression central. But we come into today's episode having played a massive chunk of the season. I said that I was going to play a massive chunk of the season and I'd come back towards the end. I thought that I'd be coming back for a battle to get a playoff place. But you're coming back to that. We are 3 points behind Wrexham with 4 games to play. Goal difference is pretty level. And we play Wrexham in a couple of games' time. I'm saving that for the next episode, by the way. In today's episode, we're playing Solihull Moors at home, while Wrexham are taking on Chesterfield. So, a win in today's episode and a loss for Wrexham, and we could be top of the table heading into the game against them. Like I said, a lot has happened since you were last with me. I mean, the last episode was the 17th of December was the game against Stockport when we lost 3-1 at home. We then got knocked out of the FA Trophy away at Eastleigh on Boxing Day. Weirdly, an FA Trophy game on Boxing Day. It was supposed to be before Christmas, but it got postponed. And then the league game we were supposed to play against Eastleigh on Boxing Day got moved and we played the FA Trophy and we lost. But we then went on an unbeaten run, 3 draws in a row, which isn't helpful. Turn one of those into a win and the difference only a point at the top. But we have played 18 league matches. We've only lost the 1. That was to Chester away back at the 18th of February. Since then, it's 9 games unbeaten, 8 wins, and a 0-0 draw at home to Fylde. And that 0-0 draw at home to Fylde, we should have won. They didn't even have a shot on target, but we couldn't get a goal. Their goalkeeper 7.7 rating kept us out. There's been a few little bit of movement in the transfer window, or the transfer with regards to transfers, not the transfer window. Well, that closed in March. As you can see, Finn Wright has agreed to join Luton Town at the end of this season in June. They're paying 70 grand for him. Luton Town came in for Regan Booty. I offered Booty I accepted the offer because it said that he may become upset if I don't, and I offered him a contract at the same time. He signed a new contract. He believes in what we're trying to achieve here at Maidstone. He believes he stayed loyal to the club, and then a week later they come in for Finn Wright. Finn Wright only signed for us at the beginning of this season. Youngster, ambitious, doesn't believe, or didn't at the time believe, that we were good enough to get promoted. So he went to Luton, or he signed for Luton, agreed to join Luton at the end of this season, because apparently we're not good enough to get him where he wants to be. But as it stands, we might be playing against him in League 2 next season, because we're in a promotion battle and Luton are in a relegation scrap near the bottom of League 1. Other transfers, we brought in a few players. We brought Danny Amos back to the club on New Year's Day. Former left back who left us. Again, he was another one who left us for better things at the end. I think it was midway through the 23-24 season. So it was only last season. Played 5 games for Forest Green, and he's come back. He's currently injured, so he's not playing at the minute, but he's made 11 appearances since his return. Joseph Olowu came in from Ebbsfleet for £4,000, really as a backup central defender, but he's been playing in place of Wassell. He came in... got on the wrong thing. He came, £4,000 from Ebbsfleet. He had played 31 times for Ebbsfleet at 7.29. Had done really well at this level. So I brought him in. There were a few players that kept asking to go out on loan, like Tom Harrison wanted a loan, Lucas Tomlinson, Elliot Newby. So I brought in Olowu to replace Harrison in the squad, and he's basically a starter now. So Tomlinson and Newby have both gone out on loan. We brought in Luca Stevenson. We had a couple of injuries to key midfield players, so we brought Luca Stevenson in as a defensive midfielder on loan from Charlton, yet to make an appearance for Charlton. Started his career at Sunderland, moved to Liverpool, then to Charlton, didn't make a league appearance, and now he's with us in the Vanarama National. He's played a few times for us, nothing spectacular, but he's filling a gap that was made by a couple of injuries. Like I said, there are 4 games left in this season. Solihull Moors today. Wrexham will be in the next episode. What I might do, depending on what happens in the Solihull game, the Wrexham game may be a standalone in the next episode. It may not. If we lose and Wrexham win today, the gap will be 6 points. It won't really matter what happens, and I'll play all 3, or I'll play 1, skip 1, or whatever. But the Wrexham game will be coming in the next episode. I'm only going to do the one match in this episode because there was a lot to talk about before we actually got into playing a game, and we also want to have a look at how Wrexham have been doing as well. So, if you look at their fixture list, they went through a run back in January, end of December, January. They only won 1 in 1 in 6 in the league. And then they went on a run of like unbeaten games, but they've dropped points at key stages. I mean, like 0-0 draw at home to Bromley, 2-1 away to Aldershot, 1-1 at home to Ebbsfleet. So that was 1 win in 4. So they've got 1 win in 6 there, 1 win in 4 there. I still thought we were going to be completely out of it, to be honest. They had a game in hand on us after they beat Yeovil. They were 2 points ahead of us with a game in hand. I thought they'll win that game in hand, and that'd be a 5-point gap, and it's pretty much all over. But they only drew. They drew with Grimsby. 1-1 draw. Again, similar to how we've been getting on. They were the better side. We've been the better side. Playing a bit of a weird formation as well. But it obviously didn't work. Aldershot are still in the title race as well. Can't discount them. I think Chesterfield are out of it now. 9 points of difference with 4 games left. But Aldershot are still in there. Level on points with us and only 1 goal behind us. They have got to play Dagenham and Redbridge, Harrogate, Dartford and Torquay. So a couple of teams that are around and about. As I said before, I didn't show you then. Wrexham have got Chesterfield today, then Maidstone, but then they've got a couple of games where they should win them quite comfortably. I mean, we're playing Solihull today, we might get hammered, and it might be a bit harder for them. But I think if we lose to Wrexham in the next episode, it's over, regardless of what happens today, because they should, by rights, they should get 6 points from them last 2 games. But we're going to stay positive. We're going to look forward, and we're going to hope that we could pick up a result today and then follow that by beating Wrexham, and then follow that by winning our last 2 games of the season, getting crowned champions, and achieving our goal of reaching the Football League. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Right, and the team to take on Solihull Moors is Hemming in goal, Dacres Cogley, Aluru, Barlow, Rowe, Stevenson, Wright, Booty, Lloyd, Miller and Ironside. Those nice little green arrows that say that the players have got a lovely playing partnership going. Ironside has still been one of those players that keeps coming back. Every time he don't play, he's like, oh, I want to play more, blah, blah, blah. But he's not doing too bad, actually. He's scored a few goals. We haven't had a major goal scorer like we did with Jack Barham the last couple of seasons, but Ironside and Captain Sturridge have been scoring a few. Miller's been piping up as well. He's scored quite a few. Alfie Lloyd has been good for a goal or two. So even though we didn't have that prolific goal scorer that we had the last couple of seasons, we've still managed to score goals, including several in a couple of games. But that's the team that are going to take on Solihull. Solihull at the minute are mid-table. I think they're just about out of the race for a playoff place. The gap's 10 points, I believe, with 4 games to go. So they would need to win all of theirs, and then I think they're in about 11th. So there's like 3 or 4 teams that would need to lose every single game for them to even have a chance of making the playoffs. So hopefully their manager and their players are basically on the beach thinking about the pre-season rather than thinking about beating us and ruining our title chances. Now I've spoke that up, they'll probably absolutely annihilate us. Let's change that to our formation so we can see what's going on with our team. Because to be honest, I don't really care what they do unless they start beating us. There's Finn Wright with a free kick that's gone just wide of the mark. And we drop down because Aldershot have taken the lead by the sounds of it. By the looks of it. No one actually said anything. Rowe to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Rowe. Rowe to Miller, who's been brilliant despite having a low star rating. There's a brilliant ball through. Can Miller find the pass? He does. And Rowe back to... Can't shoot! Yeah, Dacres Cogley, what a goal! What a goal! Dacres Cogley, 25 yards out. It got all caught up here. Miller to Rowe. Rowe put it through. Was that Lloyd went to shoot, missed it completely. Ironside got it, couldn't turn. Lays it off, and Dacres Cogley, 25 yards out, top corner. Pick that one out of the net, goalkeeper. And we're back up the second. I will, at some point, have a look at how Wrexham are getting on as well. They're on 88 points at the minute, so that means they're level. Can we nick another one before half time? Booty back to Rowe. Barlow, Booty over the top. Lloyd runs onto it. Can he shoot? Shoot! He does shoot. He's hit the post. Miller. Back. Booty. No, the highlight fizzled out, and we get to the break in full control. Actually, I say that in full control. We didn't really see one of their highlights. They haven't had a shot on target, but we've only managed 1 shot on target and scored from it. 7 shots, only 1 on target, and they've got more possession. Ain't much difference in the XG. So it's not full control. We need to up our game for the second half and take full control of this match. He's Booty with a corner. Miller will lay it back off to Booty, and Booty will have another go. No, he won't. He puts it back to Miller. Miller, Dacres Cogley. Keeping hold of the ball well, but doesn't. If he can get a cross in, he does get a cross in, though, straight in the goalkeeper's hands. That's poor, that is. That is a poor, poor cross. And now Solihull are going to try and hit us on the break. He's Wen, or whatever his name is. Same as our Burn last season. Williams, Kenyon, and they're over the top. And a little bit too close for comfort for my liking. I'd like a second goal if we can. There's Booty to Ironside. Ironside plays Finn Wright through and Finn Wright. Yes, there's the second. There is the second. Finn Wright. He may be leaving us to go to Luton, but he's doing all he can to make sure that we're a league club before he does leave. It was Lloyd to Stevenson. Stevenson, Booty. Booty picked out Ironside. Ironside didn't look like he had nowhere to go. Lovely ball through to Wright. And Wright, left-footed, past the goalkeeper who was hapless in his efforts, and we are 2-0 up and still right in this title race. Here's Miller, who puts another one across an Ironside. That's a good save from their goalkeeper. You might have been hapless the last time, but that's a lovely reflection. Lovely reflex save. There's Booty over the top. No. There's Miller, who has been brought down. And their player got a final warning. Definitely should have had a card out there, ref. Definitely should have had a card out. Right, I'm going to pause this a second to make a couple of changes. And while we do that, let's just have a little look at how Wrexham are getting on. 0-0 at the minute. Away to Chesterfield. So, if Chesterfield can nick a goal here, we'd move top. Aldershot 2-0. So exactly the same points will be on with Aldershot. If Aldershot score again, then it will go equal goal difference as well. But as it stands, Wrexham are a point clear of us. And Chesterfield could do us a massive favour if they could get a goal here. I'm going to take Booty off because I don't want to get anyone injured as we reach this late stage of the season. Now I'm going to take Wright off as well, I think. Bring O'Fire on. Make a double substitution. Let's leave the latest scores on for a little while. So we can keep an eye on what's going on. And nothing's actually happening in this match, or the Chesterfield-Wrexham game, or the Aldershot game by the looks of it. Everything's sort of fizzling out a little bit late on. Although Solihull are going to do all they can to help Aldershot's goal difference by getting a goal back against us. And they do. They do get a goal back against us, and now it's a tense nail-biting couple of seconds. Or minutes. Poor defending. We were like no cover on the right-hand side. Dacres Cogley was over here somewhere. I don't know what he was doing. I think you might like someone in the crowd. He weren't in position. But we're top. We are top of the table, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a drill. I think we're top of the table. And it's Swiderski through to Miller. Miller swings one in. An Ironside. Great header. Bullet header. 3-1. Increases our 2-goal advantage. And I'm going to skip that because I want to see. Aldershot have been... Dagenham and Redbridge have come back against Aldershot. So I think Aldershot have dropped points. Oh, it's getting exciting! There's Lloyd. Can he... Oh, nearly the cherry on top and sprinkles and everything. But his chip has hit the top of the crossbar. Yeah, and we see it there confirmed. Chesterfield scored in the 89th minute against Wrexham. We've put in a brilliant performance against Solihull to win 3-1. Fantastic, fantastic performance. All except for when they scored. And we're finishing this episode top of the Vanarama National League with 3 games to go. 87 points from 43 games. Goal difference of 32. Wrexham are in second. 87 points from 43 games with a goal difference of 30. So we're 2 goals clear of Wrexham on goal difference. Aldershot are right up our arse with 85 points, although their goal difference is a little bit worse. And I said that it was probably only a 3-horse race, but Chesterfield, with that win, have lifted themselves to within 6 points. Although there's only 9 points to play for. So, we're going to come into the next episode. Maidstone versus Wrexham. And I think it could be winner takes all. Because if we can beat Wrexham in that next episode, we'll be 3 points clear with only 2 games to go. And we've got better goal difference. So 1 win out of the last 2 games would probably be enough to get us promoted, or if Wrexham could drop points. But if we lose against Wrexham in the next game, then not only will Wrexham be 3 points clear of us with only 2 games to go, but Aldershot, if they win, will jump above us, and Chesterfield might close the gap as well. So, as exciting as this is, it's also very, very nerve-wracking. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. I'm going to play the other game straight away. I'm going to record the next episode literally in a matter of seconds. But you are all going to have to wait and see what happens, aren't you? Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, please do leave a like, comment below, tell your friends, and come back again. It's fun here, honestly. Right, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.